Well, in the meantime, lawmakers on Capitol Hill find common ground on the need to rebuild the nation's infrastructure, but as funding is approved, conservatives are looking to make the money stretch. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
Conservatives in Washington are rallying behind a plan that would open the process of infrastructure spending for more competition and make federal infrastructure dollars go further.
What it does is enable the bidding process to open up instead of limiting the types of materials that can be bid upon due to local codes and what have you that have been around for decades and decades. This goes right along with what President Trump is trying to do with the new infrastructure packages that he has been advocating since before he was elected.
Open up the process to save money is what Texas Congressman Brian Babin's bill would do, and that savings could be significant.
We know there's cronyism that's going on at the local level on some of these codes, and so that if we can open this process up, we will have a huge savings. In fact, we have really good data that shows that if we open this bidding process up, just in water infrastructure projects alone, federally funded water infrastructure projects that are done at the local level, we can save $350 billion in tax money.
That's $350 billion over 10 years on water infrastructure alone, says Babin. But the savings on President Trump's overall infrastructure plan could easily exceed that number if Babin's proposal is adopted, according to conservative activist Grover Norquist of Americans for Tax Reform.
You can do it for $500 billion less if you go to open competition and allow different materials to be used in different places, always under the supervision of an engineer who's making sure it's safe and it does what you're supposed to do. But rules were written 50, 70, 100 years ago. If you allow open competition for materials, you can make bridges less expensive, roads less expensively, pipelines less expensively.
With the cost for new infrastructure climbing into the trillions of dollars, any ideas like Babin's plan that make the tab easier to swallow are likely to continue to gain support amongst conservatives. John Hines, One America News, Washington.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.